For most of my life, I was moving towards something. The next goal, the next achievement, the next milestone, the next responsibility. There was always a destination, always a reason to push harder, to work longer, to keep going. And then something strange happened. The pace started slowing down. Some goals were achieved, some responsibilities became lighter, and I found myself asking a question I wasn't expecting. Who am I when I'm no longer striving? I think many Gen Xers spent decades in achievement mode. Career, family, home, finances, responsibilities. Everything required effort, everything required progress. And after long enough, striving becomes normal, it becomes your identity. You don't even notice that you're doing it. You're simply moving forward because that's what you've always done. Eventually, something changes. The big goals become smaller, the finish line gets closer, and suddenly life contains more open space. And at first that sounds wonderful, but it can also feel disorientating because for years your life had direction provided by external goals. And without those goals, you have to create direction differently. And that can feel really odd and uncomfortable. I think many of us confuse achievement with purpose. They're related, but they're not the same thing. Achievement is about reaching and purpose is about meaning. Achievement often has an end point and purpose doesn't. And perhaps that's why retirement can feel strange. The achievements may be complete, but the need for meaning is still there. The need for contribution is still there. The need for connection is still there. This is actually the whole foundation of something I've built called the Gen X Reckoning Companion Journey. It's a course that really explores this in a lot more detail, so if that's of interest to you. Perhaps the second half of life asks something different of us. Not more achievement, but more awareness. Not more productivity, but more presence. Not more accumulation, but more appreciation. And maybe that's why so many people explore creative projects, travel, volunteering, writing, photography, YouTube. Not because they're trying to prove something, but because they're trying to express something. I don't think life stops being meaningful when striving towards something ends. I think we simply have to discover a different kind of meaning, one that's not based on achievement, one that's not dependent on external validation, and one that's rooted in living rather than proving. And maybe that's what many Gen Xers are learning right now, that their second half of life isn't about accomplishing more, it's about experiencing more. And maybe that's enough. If you're somewhere in this stage yourself, I'd really love to hear what's filling the space that striving towards something used to take up for you. What gives your life meaning beyond achievement? If this question, who am I without the striving, feels like the one you're sitting with right now, I've created a course called the Gen X Reckoning Companion Journey to help you work through it properly, with structure and a clear path, rather than just a single conversation. You'll find it linked below. I'm Angela. Thank you for watching. I hope that you'll subscribe and continue joining me on this journey. And if that's the case, I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.